Let's have a very quick look to the application settings. The application settings are accessed by this icon here. Just click here and this window will open. Here we have two kind of settings: the global options and the terminals configuration. We will talk about terminals in a different video. Now let's focus on the global option. Here you can change the language of the application. After you change it, you have to restart it, right? And all these texts will appear in the selected language. You can have terminals view in a form of a table like this, or you can select to be icons. The same in the counters. Let's have a fast look at what is the result of changing this. Right? When you change it, you have here the timers with icons and the scores also with big icons. In some configurations, this is more comfortable to use. Right? As you can see, we can move the limits of the components to fit it in your configuration, right? If you make a change and you cannot grab the bar to move it, you can go to the global options and set reset workspace. It will go to the defaults, right? Here we have gone. That's it. So let's leave the table configuration because for my personal taste I like it more, but it depends on your needs basically, right? I will leave more space here for different slides, and let's continue here. When talking about the Siren, we have made a special video about Sirens. It's the next video in the course because it's more extensive than what I wanted to be the configuration video. Have in mind, we can use no buzzer at all. We can use a sound system selecting our file. We can use a relay, or we can send HTTP request to indicate the end of a timer, right, at the moment. Do you remember that when we edited the timer, we said that we do not want any we did not want any sound at the end of the match. We do not want to ring a bell at the end. So this bell is the one that is configured here. Okay? Then we have the production mode. What is the production mode? The production mode is some settings that are applied to guarantee that you will have no surprises in the form of a window on top of the scoreboard and the background of the projector is black, things like that. Generally, I used to work not in production mode when I am preparing a scoreboard. Why? Because if I turn the scoreboard on and is big, maybe it can cover all my display, and if it's in production mode, I cannot access the other windows, and it is not comfortable to prepare the scoreboard. But once the moment of production arrives, always please set the production mode to on, and this will be the result. Turn it off, and when you start it, it begins in production mode. Do you see? Everything is in the back. The mouse is not shown, right? This is the production mode. I will remove it, save it, and the configuration will apply after you start again the scoreboard. So if you accidentally set the production mode off, it will not apply until you manually make the change, right? If we want to use a full screen, maybe you don't know exactly the resolution of your computer. So if you click on full screen, it will select the maximum resolution of the display selected, of the output selected, right? Let's see. Turn it off. Right? We are in full screen. As you can see here, happen to think that was not expected. The resolution of the Windows computer is set to let me show you here. This is a computer. There is, where it is, the scale. Here it is, the scale. The scale is not 10%, it's 150%, and this provokes that the scale factor of the output window is not correct. You have to set it at the 10%. In this case, as you can see, the output is exactly what you expected. Let me show you here, right? So it is important that when you are using a 4K monitor, because it generally only happens when you are using 4K monitors, you have an amplification factor so that you can read better the text. This amplification factor has to be turned off, to say set to the 10%. Otherwise, when you go to the full resolution, you will find these kind of issues, right? Only in this case. Let's get back to where we started. Let's set a resolution of 800 per 600. Save it. Let's make the configuration apply. Great. I will increase the resolution again to make the things more comfortable. This is how I used to work in my computer. And so you have here the size of the window that you are going to generate, and all the components will be automatically fitted. This is why in the scoreboard editor we talk in percentages, not in pixels. Let's go to see what I mean. When I set the local theme, it's in 1% to the left and the 2% at the top of the window. So the position will be calculated depending on the real size of the output window. So in this case you can adjust the size and width that you want, and everything will be calculated accordingly. It's important to maintain the aspect ratio, just that. Horizontal and vertical offset, these will provide a mechanism for moving the window left or right. Right, you see in this case, this area. What can this be useful for? So you can have two scoreboard systems in the same computer, completely independent, where you map some areas of the output to one display and other areas to another display using, for example, the same sender. It's a case of use. Generally, it will be at the top left corner. Here you can select the video output, any HDMI output of the system, and here you have the information about your license. I am making this course in demonstration mode so that you can try and see exactly the same I am using. You have the installation ID and the registration ID, that is a code related to this and only this computer. So, until here, the configuration settings. We will talk to terminal configurations and APIs in another video. I hope it has been useful. Thanks for your time and see you soon. Bye bye.